basic to understanding any dream is to understand the imagery you're seeing. If you want to use your dreams in any kind of way at all, you're going to have to understand what you're seeing. And what you're seeing all depends upon you, because everything in your dream is one of your own filters. All of it. Even if you're getting information or receiving information from an outside source, maybe an old habit that was maybe passed down to you even, whatever, it still doesn't matter. It's still your understanding of that stimulus through your conscious filters. In order to even convey something like language, to say that there was a chair there, it was still your filter to understand what that was at all. So everything in your dream is you. Absolutely, that's very true. You hear many people say this, and it's 100% true, because all of it is information being interpreted and relayed through your own devices and through your own belief systems and filters of consciousness. And through that is where we derive dream sign. That term is used quite a bit, and you hear a lot of people talk about it, but it's one of those very loosely defined things, much like lucid dreaming itself, because dream signs technically are any and all things you see in your dreams, because any and all things in your dreams, all of them convey a message of some kind to you. There's a reason why your subconscious placed, the blue chair with the red plates. It's not random. It's a construct of the information that you're receiving from yourself or from wherever else, and it's being constructed through your own filters. So everything in your dream is giving you an idea, or a message, if you will, so dream sign. Even if it's letting you know that yes, you're in familiar territory because you have a dream that you're in your bedroom, and but maybe the color has changed on the walls. That's a dream sign, because you recognize it. It's a place that you recognize, and you know that what your room means to you. Oh, it's always dirty. Oh, I like to keep my room clean. This is a reflection that, once again, of your beliefs and your belief filters, which do manifest as imagery within your dreams. And these are the messages that we receive from our subconscious to let us know and really get in tune with our senses. It's not even so much just about dream consciousness or lucid dreaming. Actually, what this is really doing is getting yourself in tune with yourself in a different way. And it's through the dream realm is what it is. But it's actually the same as any kind of intuitive art or healing art or self-help modality. All these things, we're all talking about aligning our subconscious and our higher self. And part of that is our body memory. Part of that is a lot of other things, our genetic memory. So we have to see past this and learn to see understand what we're seeing. A lot of the imagery we get in our dreams, especially when we have authority figures like mothers and fathers and such. Those are obviously images that are essentially projected onto us because of the family we were born into. So we didn't necessarily choose that consciously here on this planet. But that once again is because of where you're at, your environment, which drives everything that you perceive. So those are the basic things about dream sign, and to really utilize your dreams in any way, you have to get very familiar with this. And how you get familiar with this is really understanding, how the subconscious works in relation to these dream signs and how they're formed. And just like all subconscious anything, they're formed through associations. So the association of your room, that being someplace for you, it's comfortable. It's where you feel you have some privacy. It's where you feel you can truly express who you are without any judgment. That association has, I don't know how many things I rattled off in that. And so all those associations are different logical ties which create the different colors of the room. Why does your room look different? Why was it this green color instead of a beige that usually is? Those kind of things. It lets you know how those concepts, those associative concepts, are sitting with you currently in your mind. They're letting you know where you stand on any given issue at the time. And once again, any and all things inside of that dream are going to let you know the particular context of what this message is trying to convey, what this dream is trying to convey, and what are dreams other than messages from our subconscious, the thing that's registering and comprehending and doing all these other things, sending and receiving all day, while our conscious mind is focused on stuff like, going to work, getting, learning in class, or just other things like that. So the subconscious is really what the subconscious is getting all this information and it's relaying it to you. And these cycles happen every night for everyone. We can see these different ways and how some people dream, some people don't. But either way, we tend to go through the sleep cycle at one point or another, and we wake up in a different state. So something goes on there, and so really understanding your own dream sign and what you're seeing is really kind of applying that in a new way, or actually not necessarily a new way because it's been going on forever, but in a way that you can see where your nighttime can be just as constructive as your waking time. And even whether you're conscious that you're dreaming or not, because once you actually understand what these dream cycles are, how you can use them, your conscious mind will want and will be allowed to participate more in any of these processes that are going to help you grow. So if you want to use your dreams to do belief changes, you can do that. You can actually even do stuff to heal yourself, put intention to heal yourself. There's quite a few things you can do, but a lot of it comes from understanding what you're seeing first and why. And all that comes from understanding your environment, what's around you, how you feel about things. You have to be very honest with yourself on these things, because these are what are going to let you know why you're seeing what you are, including things that we might not want to see, like what some people call nightmares, or just disturbing dreams or things like that. Why is it disturbing to you? You have to ask these things, because that's why they came up to you as a dream sign. That's why they came to you through those filters, and so now your filters are telling you this is what you're feeling, or this is how you interpret it in your current standing and in your current comprehension, your current conscious comprehension. These things change though, so that's why it's very important to get a good idea of what you usually see and why. Why is it there? Do you identify with it? Do you not? All these things play into what you're seeing in your dreams. Including why the figure of the nightmare was there, or why the figure of that sublime dream was there. Why were they there? It's all because of your own filters on what you're thinking and what you're doing, and how you're comprehending what's being sent and received by you and from everything else around you. So these dream signs, once again, are the basic vocabulary of the dream world. And they are built by association, just like any other subconscious anything. And to understand them truly is to understand ourselves. So with that comes a new layer of consciousness, shall we say, which will include understanding why you have the dream, even though the imagery might be a new amalgamation of something you didn't think was real or possible or just really cool looking or whatever. But you'll understand why. You'll be able to look at each one of the components, the color, the shape, the size, the place, all these things, and understand why that was there. Because that's unique to you. That's who you are. I can give you techniques to understand how to interpret this information, but ultimately you're the one interpreting, because it's your perceptions. So we have to remember that. So that's why these are simply techniques. No one can really tell you what your dreams mean, because you're the one who dreamt it. It's your filters, your belief systems, and it's your experience. So, there's stuff that could be obvious, oh yeah, you're definitely talking about the real world out there. A lot of people talk about precognitive dreams all the time. There's a lot of other stuff. There's remote viewing via dreams. There's a lot of different things you can do. But it's still your filters. So you have to understand that, and why are your filters there? Where do they come from? Are they emotionally charged ones? Are they intellectually charged ones? Are they spiritually charged ones? Religiously, all these different things. So you have to understand that, understand yourself, so that way you can really get a grasp of what this really means to you and your place in everything in the world and the universe.